let's try that. That works. Hope you can all hear me okay. Welcome to the Sunday night quiz once again. Got my boot ready. Here he is. We should have 5 rounds today, but I think it might only be 4. I was in the process of writing the 5th one, but I don't think it's quite complete in time. First round is going to be general knowledge, then we've got a round on warfare, then some pictures, and then we've got a Marmite round too. We'll see what that is when we get to it. Helen's otherwise indisposed, so I can't check if anyone's playing or not. I might be talking to myself. I don't know. I'll give it a minute in case people are a little bit late joining. I'll have a little play. Now, I think we do have some people watching, which is good. Again, there's going to be a prize today. It's going to be pick and mix, which it was last time. Forgot about Wednesday. I won't forget this time, so we will be back on Wednesday, probably about 8 o'clock again. By all this beeping, I'm guessing that somebody's joining in. Yep. Hi John, hi Mama, Kieran, everyone else who's on. And if we're all ready, we'll get started. So the first round is general knowledge. I've got it on a screen just there, so if I'm looking in a funny direction, I'm reading the questions. Question number 1. Which racing driver today won his 7th World Championship, making him the most successful racing driver ever? So question number 1, which racing driver today won his 7th World Championship, making him the most successful racing driver ever? Should have had a shave really, shouldn't I? Oh well. Question number 2. He left Downing Street on Friday, but what was Dominic Cummings' role in the UK government? What job did he do? Question number 2. He left Downing Street on Friday, but what was Dominic Cummings' role in the UK government? I guess you could say, what was his job title? Question number 3. The catchphrase of the spoof journalist Borat, "Very nice," has been adopted as the slogan for which country's tourist board? Question number 3. The catchphrase of the spoof journalist Borat, "Very nice," has been adopted as the slogan for which country's tourist board? Guess who should have gone to the barbers before everything shut down again? Question number 4. Producing more than half of the entire world's supply, which country produces the most soy sauce? Very varied, these questions today. Question 4. Producing more than half of the entire world's supply, which country produces the most soy sauce? Question number 5. Produced in the UK in 1840, the penny black was the world's first what? Question 5. Produced in the UK in 1840, the penny black was the world's first what? Question number 6. Bifocal glasses were invented by which American president? Question number 6. Bifocal glasses were invented by which American president? I think it's the same guy that flew a kite in a thunderstorm. Question number 7. Michael Jackson died in 2009. How old was he? Question number 7. Michael Jackson died in 2009. How old was he? How old was Michael Jackson when he died? Question number 8. Who was the last king of the United Kingdom? Question number 8. Who was the last king of the United Kingdom? The one before Elizabeth. Or should I say the one before Elizabeth II, maybe? Question number 9. What is the capital city of Libya? Think back to when all that war stuff was on the telly not so long ago. It was on pretty much every day then. Question number 9. What is the capital city of Libya? And finally for this round, question number 10. A cardiologist is a doctor who specialises in which organ of the human body? Hello.
Hello.
Did you write a music round?
No.
No. Okay, doesn't matter.
And you want spoiled, don't you?
Yeah, we don't have a music round, but never mind.
Right, what you want?
If you think you've got time.
Yeah.
I made a curry for dinner and it was a little bit too hot for our little boy, so he's having an alternative, a boiled egg with some dippy soldiers. We get back to question number 10. A cardiologist is a doctor who specialises in which organ of the human body?
Cards.
Cards.
Specialised in playing cards. Poker.
Cardiologist specialises in playing cards.
Yeah.
Yes, I can see that.
Right.
Right, I'll give you a moment, and then we're going to go into round 2, which is called warfare. Basically, it's about different wars, battles, historic, modern. Just something a bit different from the usual sports or music or all the other different categories that we have. Are you alright making them in the egg?
Sure, mine.
Do you know how long to cook it for?
4 minutes.
Okay, moving on to question number 11. Fought between 1445 and 1487, the Wars of the Roses were a series of civil wars fought between the supporters of the House of Lancaster and the House of Ware. Question number 11. Fought between 1455 and 1487, the Wars of the Roses were a series of civil wars fought between the supporters of the House of Lancaster and the House of Ware. Sure, there could have been a simpler way to ask that one. Okay, question number 12. Nice and simple. In what year was the Battle of Hastings?
Password, isn't it?
Think about that seagull on the advert. 0800 00. Question number 12. In what year was the Battle of Hastings? I might have done that one before. Question number 13. King Richard III was killed on the 22nd of August 1485 in which battle? Question 13. King Richard III was killed on the 22nd of August 1485 in which battle? I'll give you a clue. It was the last major battle of the War of the Roses. It is. It's tiddling down with rain. Question number 14. Lasting from 1955 until 1975, the Second Indochina War, also known as the Resistance War against America, is better known to Americans as what? You'll kick yourself if you don't know it.
Oh,
Question number 14. Lasting from 1955 until 1975, the Second Indochina War, also known as the Resistance War against America, is better known to Americans as what?
oh, is it? Oh, yeah, yeah. No, I don't know.
Question number 15. Extensively used during World War I and World War II, Sir William Mills is credited with inventing which type of bomb? Question 15. Extensively used during World War I and World War II, Sir William Mills is credited with inventing which type of bomb? I've scrolled down a bit far on the page now and it won't scroll down any further, so I'm going to have to have a look around so I can read the questions. Question number 16. During World War II, the Churchill was what type of fighting vehicle? Question number 16. During World War II, the Churchill was what type of fighting vehicle? Question number 17. Abbreviated to SBS, what is the name of the Special Forces unit of the United Kingdom's Royal Navy? They were in action off the coast of the Isle of Wight the other week. Question 17. Abbreviated as SBS, what is the name of the Special Forces unit of the United Kingdom's Royal Navy? And I've reached the end of my page, so I'm going to have a look at the next one. Question 18. The assassination of the Archduke Franz Ferdinand led to the start of which modern conflict? I think that's what it says.
Yeah.
Yeah, question 18. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand led to the start of which war? Question 19. How long did the 100 Years' War last? Question 19. How long did the 100 Years' War last? I'll give you a clue, it wasn't 100 years. It started in 1337. And finally, for this round, question number 20. Genghis Khan was the ruler of which empire? Question 20. Genghis Khan was the ruler of which empire? Okay, what I'm going to do is have a teeny-weeny little break. I'll try and find out how many people are playing. If you want to be entered into the prize draw, let us know. We'll give you a number, then we'll draw a number at random at the end, and somebody can win some pick and mix. Yay, tasty. See you shortly. I seem to be back. Hopefully you can hear all right. Okay. What I'm going to do now is go through the answers to the first part. And then we'll continue on to the pictures. I'm going to pour a beer as well. I don't think I've ever spilled one of these yet. Are these boots still in home bargains?
Is that a bit too runny for
No, that's all right. Runny egg, a little bit runny. You've got to have something to dip into.
him?
Cheers. Beautiful. Okay. Back to the answers. Question number 1. Which racing driver today won his 7th world champion, making him the most successful racing driver ever? That was Lewis Hamilton. So question 1. Which racing driver today won his 7th world championship, making him the most successful racing driver ever? It was Lewis Hamilton. Well done to him. Question number 2. He left Downing Street on Friday, but what was Dominic Cummings' role in the UK government? He was the chief advisor to the Prime Minister. Question 2. Dominic Cummings' role in the UK government was chief advisor to the Prime Minister. Question number 3. The catchphrase of the spoof journalist Borat, "Very nice," has been adopted as the slogan for Kazakhstan. When the original Borat film came out, they hated it. Now he's done a second one, they've embraced it and used it in their promotion of tourism. So the answer to question number 3 is Kazakhstan. Question number 4. Producing more than half of the entire world's supply, which country produces the most soy sauce? Is China. The answer to question number 4 is China. Question number 5. Produced in the UK in 1840, the penny black was the world's first postage stamp. Technically, I think it was the first self-adhesive postage stamp, but postage stamp will do. Question number 6. Bifocal glasses were invented by which American president? That was Benjamin Franklin. I think he's the same guy that flew the kite in the thunderstorm. Question number 7. Michael Jackson died in 2009. How old was he? He was 50. 50 years old. Question number 8. Who was the last king of the United Kingdom? It was George VI. George number 6. George VI. Question number 9. What is the capital city of Libya? That's Tripoli. 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 And finally for that round, question number 10. A cardiologist is a doctor who specialises in which organ of the human body? That's the heart. Okay, that was the general knowledge round. We're going to do the answers to the warfare round now. And that starts with question number 11. Fought between 1455 and 1487, the Wars of the Roses were a series of civil wars fought between the supporters of the House of Lancaster and the House of Ware. That was the House of York. So the answer to question 11 was the House of York. Or just York, that's fine. Question 12. In what year was the Battle of Hastings? As Stephen the Seagull says, it was 1066. Question number 13. King Richard III was killed on the 22nd of August 1485 in which battle? That was the Battle of Bosworth, or the Battle of Bosworth Field. It goes by both names, I believe. And it was the last major battle of the War of the Roses. If you remember, they found his body under a car park in Leicester quite recently. There's a little museum there you can go and visit when we're not all locked away. When they transported his body away from the site in a transit van, I heard a little voice in the back. It says, a hearse, my kingdom for a hearse." Moving on to question number 14. Lasting from 1955 until 1975, the Second Indochina War, also known as the Resistance War against America, is better known to Americans as the Vietnam War. So the answer to number 14 is the Vietnam War. Question number 15. Extensively used during World War I and World War II, Sir William Mills is credited with inventing which type of bomb? Well, there's two answers here. One's the Mills bomb and the other is the hand grenade. The Mills bomb became the hand grenade, so either one will be fine, really. Hand grenades did exist before then, but they had a tendency to kill the user rather than the enemy. Question number 16. During World War II, the Churchill was what type of fighting vehicle? It was a tank. Well, the answer to question number 16 is a tank. Tanks were invented by the British at the beginning of World War I. The tank name, well, they wanted to keep it secret, so they just called it a water tank, and the name tank stuck. Question number 17, abbreviated as SBS. What is the name of the Special Forces unit of the United Kingdom's Royal Navy? That's the Special Boat Service. They were used quite recently just off the coast of the Isle of Wight to tackle some immigrants on board a oil tanker, I think it was. So this is where I have to start leaning over again to see the questions. Number 18, the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand led to the start of which war? That was World War I. And I believe the band Franz Ferdinand is named after him. Either that or it's an incredible coincidence. So the answer to question number 18 is World War I. Oh, it looks like we might have a music round.
Mm-hmm.
We have got a music round. Excellent, somebody's been busy. Question 19, how long did the 100 Years' War last? Well, I shouldn't really need to look it up because surely I can remember 116 years just by sticking my head around. But it lasted from 1337 till 1453. Finally, for this round, Genghis Khan was the leader of which empire? That was the Ottoman Empire. The answer to question 20, the Ottoman Empire. It's stated that up to 1 in 200 people are actually related to him because he did put it about a bit. Right, hope you all did well in those rounds. What we're going to do now is move to the pictures. And today's pictures are... If you can all hear me, yes, I guess so. Today's pictures are animals. And there's picture number 1, which is question 21. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I've just taken delivery of the music round. And yeah, the Marmite round's on the back of that, so I won't hold it up. Picture number 1. These are in alphabetical order, and there's more than one type of elephant. Which one is it? There we go, I think that's a little bit better. Picture 1, question 21, just obviously it's an elephant, but what kind of elephant is it? Tell by the shape of its, well, shape or size of its tabs. If you're not local, tabs means ears. And moving on to picture number 2, which is question 22. What kind of animal is that? We don't need its binomial scientific name, just what does everybody call it? I think I'll have a shave for Wednesday. I was going to refrain throughout lockdown, but it's getting a bit annoying now. Moving on to picture number 3, which will be question number 23. And what's that? Got some kind of beak feature there, an eye and a neck, some legs. Guessing these are feathers. You might have to be careful with this one because there's 3 that I can think of that look quite similar. Okay, moving on to picture number 4, which is question 24. Now, some more elephants. If you remember, there's more than one type of elephant. I think the clue's in the tabs, in the ears. Might also be in the tusks as well. I can't remember which is which. Shall we go back and have a look at the other elephant? Yeah, that's the elephant from picture 1, question 21. Let's move on to the other elephant. And that's the other elephant. You just have to get them in the right order. And moving on to picture number 5, question 25. What's that? I don't mean Chappie here teasing the thing by pulling its tail. What kind of animal is it? That man's either brave or stupid, because if you get a bite by one of those, it's actually venomous. I don't think it produces venom as such, but it has lots of diseases in its mouth, salmonella and all that kind of thing. So indirectly, you don't want to be bitten by it. I'm guessing it's got some kind of pointy tongue feature going on as well, but you can't see it on this. Moving on to picture number 6, which is question 26. What the heck is that? I'll give you a little bit of a clue. The person who's holding it is Chinese. Or is in China, which is a better description rather than Chinese itself. I think it's related to an armadillo, but don't quote me on that. Moving on to picture number 7, which is question 27. Hello. Should be a nice easy one, that. Yep, we'll be doing the number things for the prize draw shortly. Haven't done it yet. If you haven't, if you're just wondering, we will get round to it. Moving on to picture number 8, which is question 28. What is that? It lives in water. It'll be quite terrifying on land. Got some strange appendages sticking out. It might help if you count them. Have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think there's 10. Now, question 28. What animal is that? Moving on to picture number 9.
Okay.
I'm trying to. There we go. What's that? Some kind of marsupial, I think, because it's got a child in its pouch. You alright, sausage?
Yeah, not bad. You?
Mm-hmm.
How many times a day?
Did you eat it all?
You eat it all,
I ate all his egg. Good.
Must not have messed it up then, eh?
Yeah. How was it cooking your first egg?
Cheeky bugger.
Finally for this round, picture number 10, which is question 30. What is that?
That is a cheeky quizmaster.
I think they live in Outer Mongolia, but I'm not sure.
Is it a yak? Is it an outer Mongolian yak?
Yes. Okay, that's the pictures done with. We'll go back and have a look through the answers to those later. I'll just rewind them so you'll get another quick flash of them as they go by. Okay, I seem to be back on the big screen again. And now we have Marmite round, which if you haven't played before, it's the round everyone either loves or hates. That's all. Quite simple. What I'm going to do is read out 10 strange place names. They're all in the UK. All you have to do is decide whether they are in Scotland, England, Wales or Northern Ireland. So number 1, which will be 31, I guess. Yep, I haven't got a pen, so I can't write it down. So 31, the rest and be thankful. Is that a place in Scotland, England, Wales or Northern Ireland? The rest and be thankful. I'll let you know that only one of these is in Northern Ireland. All the rest are England, Wales or Scotland. But, you do have to decide which one. The first one, which is question 31. The rest and be thankful. Scotland, England, Wales or Northern Ireland? Question 32. Stranagle Willie. Stranagle Willie. Is it Scotland, England, Wales or Northern Ireland? Stranagle Willie. Question 33. Loose Bottom. Is Loose Bottom in Scotland, England, Wales or Northern Ireland? Question 34. Wet Wang. Wet Wang. Is Wet Wang in Scotland, England, Wales or Northern Ireland? Question 35. Broken Wind. Is Broken Wind a place in Scotland, a place in England, Wales or Northern Ireland? Broken Wind. These are all real places. Question 36. Fatty Head. Is Fatty Head in Scotland, England, Wales or Northern Ireland? Imagine living there. Excuse me, sir, where do you live? Fatty Head. You what? Question number 37. Droop. Is Droop in Scotland, England, Wales or Northern Ireland? Droop. Question 38. Brown Willie. Is Brown Willie in Scotland, England, Wales or Northern Ireland? And it has nothing to do with this round being called Marmite. Question number 9. Dull. And it's not question number 9, it's question 39. Dull. Is Dull in Scotland, England, Wales or Northern Ireland? And finally for this round, question 40. Twat. Is Twat in Scotland, England, Wales or Northern Ireland? When you approach the village of Twat, there is a sign with an arrow, and next to that sign there's a large piece of worn ground where people have stood to have their pictures taken next to the sign. But in which country of the UK is it located? Okay, we'll have a short break. Then I'm going to come back, do the answers to the previous 2 rounds, do the music round, and then the prize draw. See you shortly. Okay, I'm back again. I'm going to do the answers for the pictures and the Marmite round now. Go straight back to the pictures. Here we go. Picture number 1, that's an African elephant. Picture number 1, which is question 21, that's an African elephant. Moving on, picture number 2. Where has it gone? There it is. That's an alpaca. It's not a llama, although it looks a bit like a llama. It's an alpaca. Picture number 3, which is question 23, that's an emu, or an emu. Not an ostrich or a rhea, it's an emu. Picture number 4, that's the Indian elephant. It's got smaller tabs. I think there's something with the tusks as well. Picture number 5, that's a Komodo dragon. Picture number 6, that's a pangolin. A pangolin. Picture number 7, that's a sheep. Once again, picture number 7, which is question 27, that is a sheep. Picture number 8 is a squid. Picture number 9, that's a wallaby. A wallaby and its baby. I'm not sure what a baby wallaby is called actually. Finally, picture 10, that's a yak. Y-A-K, yak. Possibly out of Mongolian, but it is a yak. Okay, now we're going to do the answers for this here Marmite round. And what I did, I read out 10 places with unusual names, all in the United Kingdom. All you had to do was decide whether they were in Scotland, England, Wales or Northern Ireland. So number 1, which would have been 31, the Rest and Be Thankful, that's in Scotland. Number 32, the Stranagle Willie, is in Northern Ireland. Number 33, Loose Bottom, is in England. '34, Wet Wang, that's in England. '35, Broken Wind, that's in Scotland. '36, Fatty Head, that's in Scotland. '37, Droop, that's in England. 38, Brown Willie, that's in England. 39, Dull, that's in Scotland. Finally, number 40, Twat, is in Scotland. Yeah, it's on the old Orkney Islands. Okay, if you've got your pens and your papers ready again, we're going to do a music round. Then I'll give you all a number, whoever wants one anyway, and we'll do that prize draw to see who wins some pick and mix. So this is question number 41. And let's look, I haven't seen these yet. Okay, there's 5 questions. I'm going to read you some lyrics. You get 1 point for the title and 1 point for the artist. There's 5 in all, so there's 10 points up for grabs, which makes the quiz 50 points. Thanks, Dickens. So number 41. So I'll start a revolution from my bed, 'cause you said the brains I had went to my head. Who's it by and what's it called? So I'll start a revolution from my bed, 'cause you said the brains I had went to my head. Question 42. Time flies by in the yellow and green. Stick around and you'll see what I mean. Number 42. Time flies by in the yellow and green. Stick around and you'll see what I mean. Question 43. I got my first real 6-string, bought it at the 5 and dime. Question 43. I got my first real 6-string, bought it at the 5 and dime. Again, 1 point for the title and 1 point for the artist. Question 44. Had to read this one a couple of times actually. Guess I should say thank you for the hate yous and the tatters. Oh baby, I'm cool by the way. I would not have got that one. Question 44. Guess I should say thank you for the hate yous and the tatters. Oh baby, I'm cool by the way. I'll give you a little clue. It was by a bunch of ladies who were on one of those talent show things. 1 point for the title, 1 point for the artist. And finally, question 45. Poor old Johnny Ray sounded sad upon the radio, but he moved 1,000,000 hearts in mono. Probably get it by the first 4 words. Poor old Johnny Ray sounded sad upon the radio, but he moved 1,000,000 hearts in mono. Once again, 1 point for the artist and 1 point for the song title. Okay, while you're thinking about that, I'm going to give out some numbers. I'll just go and get a pen. Oh, there we go. Let's have a look, see who's playing. Just move my boot out of the way because I don't want to spill that. I'll write some numbers down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's have a look. Okay, I'm going to give Matt number 1, Marianne number 2, John number 3, Kieran number 4, Mama number 5, Jennifer number 6, and I'll have a look, see if there's anybody else who wants to be entered to the prize draw. Not everybody likes sweets, which is fine. When we did beer, not everybody likes beer, which is unusual. Yep, I think that's all we're going to have today. Right, I'm going to go through the answers to those music questions, and then we'll do the draw. If anybody else wants to be entered into the draw, let me know, and we can do it. So, question 41. So I'll start a revolution from my bed, because you said the brains I had went to my head. That was by Oasis, and it was called Don't Look Back in Anger. Question 42. Time flies by in the yellow and green. Stick around and you'll see what I mean. That was George Ezra, and it was called Shotgun. Hot Sun, someone. Shotgun. It was called Shotgun. Question 43. I got my first real 6-string. Bought it at the 5 and dime. That was Bryan Adams, and he was singing about the summer of '69. I believe that's what he got up to that summer, rather than the year. Question number 44. This one's strange to read out. Guess I should say thank you for the hate yous and the tatters. Oh baby, I'm cool by the way.
You've got to sing that one, Richard.
I don't know that one.
You've got to go. Guess I should say thank you for the hate yous and the tattoos. Oh baby, I'm cool by the way.
Does that say tattoos?
Yeah.
I thought it said tatters.
No.
Oh, okay. Anyway, it was a Little Mix. Shout out to my ex.
What that word is, especially for you.
Yeah.
Shout out to my ex.
Yeah, I know the song. Well, that bit anyway. Finally, question 45. Poor old Johnny Ray. Sounded sad upon the radio, but he moved a million hearts in mono. That was Dex's Midnight Runners. Come on, Eileen. I'm sure they all did. Okay, we're going to do that prize draw now. Let's have a look. While I'm doing this, if you want to send in any scores you've got, I can read them out and we can see how everybody did. I will be back on Wednesday at the same time, 8 o'clock. I did forget last Wednesday. I just lost track of days. I thought it was a Tuesday or a Thursday or a maybe a Saturday or something, and then it comes to that time and it was too late. So let's have a look. What we got here? If I can get it on. Yeah, I think we've got it there. Okay, we've got a number. It's number 6, which is Jennifer. Well done. You've won some pick and mix. There you go. There's the. Yeah, there's only 6 people playing for the prize, or 6 teams, should I say? Because obviously people watch with their families and play in their own teams. Did I miss out Martin? Oh, Martin from Norfolk scored 37. John scored 34. He did not get sheep. How? Oh, just hang on a sec. See if any other scores come in. Once again, we will be back on Wednesday at the same time, 8 o'clock. And anybody who usually does the Beer Shack quiz or the Hideout quiz, well, there's something to pass the time until we come out of this lockdown again. Marianne scored 30. Well done. Jenny scored 39, which is a good score, and you won the prize too, which is even better. Matt says he scored 15. I'm sure I should have done better than that. I'll try and show you that without revealing any data or anything. Yeah, better luck next time, Matt. I'm sure you can do better than 15. And if you've seen any news, Boris Johnson has gone back into isolation because he's been in contact with somebody with the virus. Cheers, Matt. Hi, Mama. Right. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you again on Wednesday, and if not, then next Sunday. Thanks for playing. Take care. Bye.